All right, welcome back into Second Cup. I'm joined here by Tyler and Camden, from the Don Harrington Discovery Center, and we're going to be talking about some upcoming events and fundraisers here in a little bit. But from what I understand, we have a pretty cool experiment on the way from Tyler that he's going to be showing us.
Yes, indeed. So this is our fire salts experiment up at the Discovery Center, and basically what we've got inside of these Petri dishes is some different metal chlorides, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to set these on fire.
Ooh, okay. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
And what you'll notice is we have one that's basically invisible, we've got one that's a nice crimson, and we've got this green one. And basically this is the science behind how we're able to get those cool colors in our fireworks. What's happening here is the fire is actually exciting the molecules of our chloride, and it's causing the electrons to break out of their orbit and then re-enter it inside the molecule. And as they do that, they're releasing a wavelength of color. And actually being able to look at the colors put off by fire is also how we're able to know stuff like the chemical composition of the sun or fun stuff like that.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think all the way back to my chemistry class in college, and a lot of those words you said I remember. I just don't know the meaning of any of them. And so
fair.
I will say, one thing I do remember, so you said kind of the color is based off like the chemical composition of the things in these Petri dishes. Does temperature have anything to do with that? Because I do know blue flame is a lot hotter than a red flame.
So not in this instance.
Okay.
The substance that we're actually burning in here is methyl alcohol, and we're using that because it does burn a color that's less visible, so it lets us see more of the color being put off by our metal chlorides.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's that's awesome. You can see it right there. And so I think it's really cool. I didn't really think that you have to think about things like this when it comes to fireworks. Having all those different colors, thinking about the chemical compositions. This is something I always love to nerd out about.
Yeah,
And
fire's always fun.
Yeah. Can you relight the one in the middle real quick? I want to
Absolutely.
Get that
So it's
red
actually
flame
still
going
kind of
again.
still burning a little bit, but sometimes they get invisible. That means we're just burning the methyl alcohol instead of the actual chloride.
Okay. There that goes again. See that zoomed in right there. So we had a red flame, a green flame, and an invisible flame. I didn't even know there was a such thing as an invisible flame. But
Yes.
always really cool to see that. One more time, can you talk about like the exact chemicals and compounds and that are in these Petri dishes?
So what I've got here is copper chloride, strontium chloride, and potassium chloride.
Okay.
And basically, on a molecular level, thermal energy is just kinetic energy. It's how fast the atoms are vibrating or rotating. Mm-hmm. And what we're doing is we're giving them a ton of extra energy with the combustion. Mm-hmm. And as the combustion excites those molecules, their electrons start moving faster, and they actually break out into a higher energy orbit, but they're unstable there, so they will collapse back down. And that continual kind of breakout and then come back down of the electron releases a visible light spectrum. And under really cool circumstances, you can actually make a black flame. So if we had something in here called a low-pressure sodium bulb, which puts out a monochromatic light, we can burn our sodium chloride, or just some table salt, inside of the methyl alcohol, and it will actually absorb the yellow light being put off by the light, so you can make a light-absorbing flame.
I have no words for that. That sounds so awesome. Maybe one day in the future we can get you in here, maybe have something like that.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to get a low sodium pressure setup soon. But
we'll tell you what, if you ever do that, be sure to come on back.
Yeah, we'll do.
So thank you, Tyler, for that. And Camden, I want to talk with you real quick. Maybe some events upcoming and some fundraisers that you wanted to talk about as well.
Absolutely. So this weekend on Saturday, we have our Smokey the Bear's 80th birthday event. It'll start over at 10 a.m. at Wildcat Bluff. And we'll have Smokey the Bear out there. We'll have vendors and food trucks and a couple different fun events that you can do with your family.
Okay.
And then if you've ever heard of Cinder the Porcupine,
yes.
Cinder will also be there for a meet and greet.
Oh, I love Cinder. So I haven't gotten a chance to meet her herself, but you guys remember Sydney Batsloff? She was doing a lot of those stories on Cinder. So just that sounds awesome to have Cinder there.
Yeah.
And something to do for the entire family with the Smokey the Bear event. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about?
Absolutely. So we have our Raise the Roof fundraiser going on right now. It's been going on for a little while. We are still raising money for our new roof that they are currently working on right now. So if you want to donate and help us get this new roof up and going, you can go to the discoverycentercollective.org.
Okay, so discoverycentercollective.org. Be sure to go there for the fundraiser. And one more time, when will this Smokey the Bear event be?
It'll be this Saturday at 10 a.m. to noon.
10 a.m. to noon on Saturday. Be sure to go out. Sounds like a fun time for the entire family. Well, Camden, Tyler, thank you so much for coming in. Be sure to come on back.
Thank you.
Our pleasure.
Absolutely.